well to bite your tongue. Well, they say good walls make good neighbors.
Wait, you mean gist, right?
Confessions Thursday with Joyce on Nigeria Info. 99.3 Nigeria Info. Hey, it's good to have you join the conversation this very beautiful Thursday. 35 minutes past 12. How art thou? And thou art welcome to... Hallelujah. We're not discussing politics today. They can wait until Monday. And good God, if we can dodge it Monday, we will. It's just... Here is the frustration for me. I wish it was a progressive form of politics. It's just so regressive. Totally exhausting. It consumes intellect, might, strength, will. Just seems as though the only way you can chart a course around here is just to play the corruption game. If you're playing the corruption game and you're winning, well, there you go. So today, what do we have? I'm going to assume you know already. Shouldn't I? Okay, good. Then let me tell you. Confessions Thursday, and after that, the Lords of Logic. I wanted us to just discuss paganism and secularism, and I wanted you to tell me, I wanted us to attempt to define our cultures, this societies that we find ourselves in, the ways that we live, and which or what in our culture or behaviors or patterns are secular or pagan. So remember, like 2 weeks ago, well, I wasn't here last week, so I'll say the upper week, yeah? 2 weeks ago, we're talking about law and grace, and I thought we needed to attempt an understanding at where the line is drawn, if they were one of the same or two independent arguments, and whether you were of a religious persuasion or whether you were secular, pagan, traditionalist. I thought it was a conversation to force thought on what it is that grace is and what it is the law is, and whether they were the same but just coming into view at different times, or whether they were different and we needed to understand the difference one to the other. I thought it would be good to give you a personal scenario and you decide where it falls. So maybe I'll do that at the start of Lords of Logic today. It's a personal experience, and I personally haven't even categorized it. So it's one of those plenty gists that I have, which I'm not giving you, but I think I can give you this one. And you just decide where you think you can slot that in, okay? But that's not the real McCoy. The gist today is we're going to comprehend how much of what we do is pagan in nature, and I would, define paganism just so that you have, say, like a sketchy idea of what that is, or secular. I think whether pagan or secular, depending on how we arrive at a good understanding of what both are, we may at least begin to understand the undertones of society, the moral arguments, the actions, the behaviors of society. And I don't know whether you may not agree. You know that every religion has its laws, even the irreligious. So that would be those who fall under a secular kind of government or ruling, have their do's and their don'ts. Those who fall or are persuaded by religious beliefs have do's and don'ts. But when you look at the entire world today, it seems as though, there are some supernatural laws that men still uphold, and then there are natural laws, and then there are man-made laws. All the laws you see play out in different forms. You can see a law that will be applicable somewhere else and succeed. You bring that law here, it may not succeed. So it's I would say this is those kinds of conversations that we have where a personal perspective is necessary, almost mandated, to be honest. And I think I want us to have a picture of the society or the world that we live in. But that's for later on 2 p.m. In the meantime, between now and then, it's Confessions Thursday. When you call in, you don't say your name. And we're just so excited about confessions. Do you know that every time you speak about a problem, you gain perspective, you gain sight, you gain insight, you ease the rigidity with which the picture may even hold you bound or even hold you rigid. Many times, it's the more that you are able to talk about something that you are able to not just find your own flexibility in that situation, but you gain your own freedom over that situation. And you know how life can be unfair. So the experience can be sad, crazy, weird, paranormal. Paranormal, I mean that there's something else in the picture, a face you can't quite map out. Yeah, but there's somebody else or there's something else. Yesterday I was not looking for it when I found that one of the top psychologists of the 21st century was said to have had a spirit that came to him in his dreams. Carl Jung, if you are a psychologist or a psychology student, you probably know the name Carl Jung. And just like Socrates, it said that he also had dreams, and in his dreams was this spirit that would come to him and speak to him and tell him things from which he mapped out his understanding of human behavior, human consciousness, human subconsciousness, and dreams. So yeah, he even has a book. It's called The Red Book. You should check it out, by Carl Jung. And if you're curious about many of the things that I mentioned, at least the first thing you can do would be to just hop on YouTube, find out if you can find the audio book. So maybe on your drive to see your girlfriend, to see something for a business deal, whatever, you can just play it out. You know, rather than pornography. By the way, next week we're talking about the ban or the intent to ban pornographic websites. So rather than something that is not so rewarding, like you spend all that time on social media scrolling through pointless opinions, stupid opinions, ignorant content, really. Things that maybe it makes you laugh. But then when we even reanalyze the things that make you laugh, it just shows the extent to which there has been a depreciation of what your aim should be. I mean, the things that you should find funny should be truly, truly mentally stimulatingly funny. But no, it's not. It's like it has to be stupid or ignorant. If it's not stupid or ignorant, you can't quite find the fun in that. Yeah? Okay, good. So that's just for another day. Today, when you're calling, you don't say your name. It's not necessary. We're just here for the story. And we are here to also learn from your experiences. We're here to benefit from not just your experience, but from you telling it. And that's also why it's so good for people to tell their own story, to write their own story, to stand as man keeping gate on what the stories of their lives should be. And if you are the man at the gate of your life and you have gone through whatever in any dimension, in any form, at any time, Confessions, we're here to just hear that experience. And sometimes it may not even be an experience per se. It may actually be that you have a question. The world has answers. The answers is probably just outside your door. So when you call the show with a question, best believe someone has an answer for you. With all my heart and everything breathing in this studio, I welcome you to Confessions Thursday today. Good afternoon to you once again. My name is Joyce, and you're on the sunny side. We're Nigeria Info. On Confessions Thursday, we open the cupboards to secrets.
Is that a skeleton I see?
Child, bite your tongue. Well, they say good walls make good neighbors.
Wait, you mean gist, right?
Confessions Thursday with Joyce on Nigeria Info. Okay, so this is me, and the numbers are 0201 277 0993. 0201-465-7190, the sunny side. How are you? So good to have you here. Welcome to Confessions Thursday.
Yeah, afternoon, Joy.
Welcome. Do you have a confession?
I have a question.
Please go ahead.
Yeah, my question is, why is it that most relationships for mature men and women have an iceberg ahead whenever a man loses his job?
Oh. Okay. You think that you're asking why it is that it's just the man's finances that's the glue for the relationship?
Absolutely, absolutely.
Okay. I guess the men may be able to answer that.
All right.
Thank you so much for calling. I do appreciate.
You're welcome.
Confessions Thursday. So I guess this may have been a question of yours as well. And I think it's a very complex question, even though it appears rather simple. Why is it that the finances of the man appears to be the glue, literally, that holds a relationship, and the moment the finances dry up, the relationship falls apart. Someone is uninterested or someone becomes uninterested. And I must be honest to you, it's not just the women who get uninterested. There are some men, or maybe most at this point, who the moment they don't have money, they're not themselves. And honestly, best believe you can elasticate what that not themselves can mean. They probably fall out of character. They're more aggressive. They're not present, emotionally unavailable. Yeah, they're not present anymore. And so even the relationship suffers before the woman decides to leave, or just about the time the woman decides to leave. So remember, if you're calling in to give an answer to a question or make a reaction to something that you may have heard, we're giving you a minute on the clock, and this is to allow for as many opinions as we can afford. It's Confessions Thursday. Welcome to the show. It's Confessions Thursday.
Hello, Joyce.
Welcome. Afternoon to you. You have a confession?
It's Ben from Eva. I want to answer that one.
1 minute.
You see, it is the wiring of women, the way God wired them. And at the beginning, it wasn't so. But when man ate the fruit God told him not to eat in the Garden of Eden, it was women that God caused. And that's one of the causes, two major causes. Number one is that in sorrow, in conception, they will have sorrow. The second one is that they will depend on man for the supply of their daily needs. They will depend on their husband for the supply of their daily needs. That is a cause, and that is working on women. No matter how much a woman has, if the boyfriend or the husband do not give her money, she will not be fulfilled. That is it. All over the world, it's the same thing. I'm not saying that women outside the world are depending on men, but they appreciate it more when their men buy gifts for them. When their men are the breadwinners, they appreciate it. Thank you so much.
All right. Confessions Thursday. Hello, good afternoon. You have a confession?
Hello, good afternoon.
Welcome.
Hi, Joyce.
Afternoon.
Yeah, I want to attempt to answer the guy's question asking about the financial. Okay, so I think this situation, this character is ingrained in our DNA, because if we have to look at from way back, men are meant to be provider. They go out there to till the floor, to till the ground and everything, and bring the spoil back home for the lady to, make it for the lady to cook for the whole family. So I think it's ingrained that women are seeking for a provider. So in the modern day, a provider is basically seen as someone who is rich. You understand? It's not as if there are no exceptions to the norms. Yeah, there are exceptions to the norm where the woman is able to provide. Well, I think it's something that attracts women when a man can provide for his family. So, of course, money is something that they will go out for, first of all. So, thank you very much.
I appreciate you calling in. 99.3 Nigeria Info is Confessions Thursday. Welcome to the show. Do you have a confession?
Hello.
Good afternoon.
Hello, Joyce.
You're on the sunny side. Welcome. It's Confessions Thursday.
Yeah, it's Adekunle. I'm calling from Agege.
1 minute.
I want to attempt to answer that question. That's a very important question. What happens is the fact that a man thrives on his ego. A man's ego has to be fanned repeatedly for him to thrive out there. So you find out that for a man to actually maintain that level of respect, he has to be able to provide for his family. Women work as well, they make money, but the problem is when a woman takes over that role, the man loses his value. And when the man loses his value, the respect diminishes. And once the respect diminishes, there's problem and there's friction in the house. So the fact that the man is a provider, the woman can also provide one way or the other, but when it comes to the context of the family and the home, the moment the man is unable to provide, he loses his respect, and when the man does not get respect, there's problem in the house. Thank you.
Thank you. Confessions Thursday. Remember, when you're calling, you don't say your name. Hello, welcome.
Good afternoon.
It's Confessions Thursday. Do you have a confession?
Okay, can you hear me?
I can, please. If you have a confession, go ahead.
I actually need help based on what I'm going through currently emotionally.
Go ahead, please.
Yeah, I don't want to mention my name.
You shouldn't.
And I had Yes, and I had to come out of the premises entirely
Thank you.
so I can be able to talk, and I will need advice generally. It is becoming like a whole 2 months of mental stress for me now, and I don't know what to do. Let me just go straight to what is happening. I rented a shared apartment about 3 years ago. So myself have my own space, the other families who have their own space. Nothing has been happening up till this December, this last year December, that my neighbors came to tell me that their sister-in-law will be coming to stay and they want to seek for my permission. I said, okay, it's fine. Since we have been operating for about 3 years and there is no issue, no problem. She came with can you hear me?
Yes, I am. Just speak up and go ahead, just so that we don't interrupt you anywhere.
She came with her daughter, with a child of a year old, and her niece. But all from that December, let me say, it started this January actually, it's been kind of emotional hell for me. The niece, who happens to be a JAM student, I do help the niece and the children of my main neighbor in the academic works. So most of them are close to me because I listen to what they need and I encourage them. Meanwhile, the sister-in-law that came to join, from the first day she came, she told me the next week that she had a dream about me. And I think she obligated to guide me spiritually on achieving my destiny. But along the line, I discovered that she always wanted to talk to me, always wanted to take a stroll with me, want to tell me things about her. Now, she told me some deep things about her, which I encouraged her as my normal doing. But up till date, she has been on my neck, just want to be talking to me, want to be strolling out with me. And as she's doing that, her niece also, anytime her niece sees me and her strolling out, will be acting somehow in the house. Anytime she sees me talking to her niece, whatever, she will be changing attitude also. It happened that last week, she now called me, said we should stroll out together. After a lot of different callings, we strolled out together. She now asked me that she wants to know whether I have feelings for her niece because she does not want her niece to fall into the wrong hands. That if it is me, it's still okay. I said, absolutely, the answer is no. Okay, the case closed. She still strolled me out yesterday. She said she wanted to go. So I said, I'm not going anywhere. She still took me out yesterday that, okay, she want to talk to me. She still brought up the same question. She wants to know because I may not know that all my conversation with the lady, she's aware of everything. And I was like, go through everything. There's nothing. But the thing is that she eventually opened up to me last week when she told her to tell me something. She told me that the truth is that she loves me. And anybody she loves, the person cannot help it. I was like,
the person can't do what? Pardon me, bring it back.
She said she loves me.
Uh-huh.
And anybody she loves cannot help it.
Cannot help it?
Yes.
Oh, sure. Go ahead.
So I have been more times every time. That evening she called me that we came back. I eventually went to my room. She was on the staircase downstairs. She couldn't come up. I was like, what happened? I went to encourage her. She said her head was filled, her heart is occupied, her heart is heavy, she cannot sleep. I went to encourage her to come upstairs because it's after almost 11 in the midnight. She went upstairs. During the period of upstairs, her niece was supposed to be sleeping. She saw her niece not sleeping. She said, why are you not sleeping? That one just answered in a nagging way because I don't feel like sleeping now. I discovered both of them. Now I was supposed to go and sleep. Me, I was washing my own plates in the kitchen. Two of them were just going, coming, entering the kitchen, coming out on their own different ways. Late that same night, I had to talk to both of them differently, separately, unknowing to each of them, so that they could just sleep, because they were telling me differently that they cannot sleep. The thing is getting too much on my head. Yesterday, I still made it clear to her when she said she wants us to go out and talk. I said, nothing is between me and your niece. Everything I'm talking with her, everything I have with her is for her progress in life. And if you don't want me to talk to her again, it's fine. You would imagine that 2 days ago, she had to tell the lady to block me from her line.
Tell what lady? Tell which lady? Her
No,
niece?
the aunt.
Yeah, tell the niece to block you. Okay.
To block my number. So I was like, okay, that's not going to be an issue. It's your decision. You are her aunt, whatever. I've been telling her all the while that whatever your aunt asks you to do, she wants the best for you. That's what I've been because when I discovered that she is nagging against her aunt, I was like, what's happening? What's going on? Whatever your aunt tells you to do, want the best for you. You have been with her for long.
I have 30 seconds before a commercial break, so you may have to call me back. But I want to quickly ask you, and I hope you can answer in 20 seconds.
Yes,
what do you want from the niece or the aunt? What do you want?
Nothing. Absolutely nothing.
Okay, so let me go off on a break. When we come back, I'm going to leave you with my opinion, all right?
Okay.
Lagos, we're off on a break. We'll be right back. Now, this is a very interesting situation to find yourself in, but when we return, I'll let you know what I think.
More talk, news, and sports after this.
Every day is about winning with one play on Nigeria Info. On Nigeria Info, daily winnings is now over 150,000 naira. Just go to oneplay.ng or dial *347 *880 *3#. Play with as little as 500 naira, and in a few seconds, your ticket is in the draw. The more you play, the better your chances of winning every day on the Morning Crossfire, WhatsApp Lagos, and Game On shows on weekdays and the Football Frenzy shows on weekends. But that's not all. Every Friday, there will be a 500,000 naira jackpot. Playing during the week automatically qualifies you for the weekly jackpot. Your chances of winning are the same whether you play on oneplay.ng or dial *347 *880 *3#. Remember to play responsibly. Not suitable for persons under the age of 18. OnePlay is a registered trademark under Lasho Trading Services Limited, licensed by the Lagos State Lotteries and Gaming Commission.
Now what for this country, everything just cash, even cash.
KC, I don't define you for shops this morning. Why you did this kind of queue?
Jojo, now cash I want collect since morning,
Cash? Why?
I know one waiting happen for 1672 happen again. Today, I must collect correct naira note for hand.
KC, cash day everywhere for bank, ATM, POS agent, and if you want run and cashlessly, you fit use mobile app, internet banking, ATM, POS, USSD, QR code, and other options them.
Dudu, you sure?
I beg, make we dey go. Your customers they shop they wait for you. See, the cash where you define for Sokoto, is there for your Sokoto. You don't understand? Country people, money na money. Spend them, collect them, no hold them, no panic. Cash day everywhere. This message now from Bankers Committee.
Iboku abi no boku. Iboku abi no boku. Things cost. But you don't check for boku. Quality, it day. Prices way better pass inside market nko, it day. So, whether na groceries or abi na food items, check boku first.
Oya, halele go boku mats now. Highest, na 5 minutes waka. Make yourself cruise on this boku enjoyment. For better weekly deals, follow at boku mats. Join o.
Iboku abi no boku. Iboku.
For 3 great seasons, the fans have fought with passion and fire, their best they brought. The banter was bold, the debates were tight, each word a weapon, each match a fight. But now it's bigger, the stakes much higher, the battle returns and it's full of fire. Grand Battle 4 with Femi and the gang on 99.3 Nigeria Info. The stage is bang. In partnership with Sports Salon, we raise the game with glory, honor, and a shot at fame. Think you've got what it takes to score? Then step right up. It's time for more. Register now and take your stand. Your time to shine is now at hand.
Registration is ongoing on www.nigeriainfo.fm.
And Battle 4. Let the battle begin.
.3 Nigeria Info, your number one station for talk. Let's talk.
Confessions. We're going to quickly read a message here before the top of the hour.
Okay, so this person says, "Good afternoon, Joyce. I want to remain anonymous. I'm really close to my coworker, and my husband passed away a year ago. She knows that I'm happily married, and she knows that I do not plan on leaving my wife. Anyways, she talks to me about her loneliness since her husband passed away. I gave her some suggestions on how to deal with grief. After a month, she came to me and suggested that we become friends with benefits. I agreed and we started off well, but last night she told me that she had started developing feelings with me, and this scared me. What should I do? Should I end it with her?"
All right, actually less than 30 seconds, 20 seconds before the top of the hour, we're going to go off on a break to bring to you the news update. You're listening to Nigeria Info. It's Confessions Thursday on 99.3 Nigeria Info. When we return on the other side of the hour, that is, well, you can tell there are questions that require answers, and we will be ready for it then.
Nigeria Info.
The hub for information,
current affairs, and more.
The president used his last Democracy Day address to talk about several issues, including security.
It is this same government that they started it. They don't obey conduct.
Join the conversation
right here.
Let's talk. 1 o'clock. 1 o'clock.
The news update on 99.3 Nigeria Info.
Lagos. The House of Representatives has signed off on President Bola Tinubu's state of emergency in Rivers State, but not without some changes. After a debate on the president's letter, which Speaker Abbas Tajuddin read out, lawmakers reached a decision through a voice vote rather than the usual head count. The Speaker, however, noted that 243 members were present. One key amendment: the appointed sole administrator will now report directly to the National Assembly instead of the Federal Executive Council, and lawmakers say this change aligns with Section 11, subsection 4 of the Constitution. Earlier, a group of opposition leaders pushed back against the state of emergency, urging the National Assembly to reject it. The coalition, made up of Atiku Abubakar, Peter Obi, Nasir El-Rufai, Babachir Lawal, and others, spoke at a press conference in Abuja. Atiku argued that President Bola Tinubu misused Section 305 of the Constitution to justify the emergency and accused him of taking sides in the Rivers political crisis. He's calling for the immediate reinstatement of the state's elected governor, deputy governor, and House of Assembly. Meanwhile, the Attorney General of the Federation, Lateef Fagbemi, is making serious allegations. He claims suspended Rivers State Governor Sim Fubara was indirectly encouraging militants to attack pipelines by failing to stop them. Defending the state of emergency, Fagbemi says it was necessary to prevent the situation from spiraling out of control. And as tensions rise, security is tightening. Over 10,000 officers from the Nigeria Security and Civil Defense Corps have been deployed to protect all oil pipelines and other key installments in Rivers State. NSCDC spokesperson Afolabi Babawale is warning against attacks on national assets and says security forces are working together to keep things under control. And over to the international scene, Ukraine's President Volodymyr Zelensky has landed in Oslo for a meeting with Norway's Prime Minister. He's also expected to brief EU leaders via video link. Germany's outgoing Chancellor Olaf Scholz says Europe must continue backing Ukraine no matter what happens between the United States and Russia. Meanwhile, military chiefs from about 20 countries are gathering in London as part of the UK and France's coalition of the willing. And in Russia, a Ukrainian drone strike has set an airfield in Saratov on fire. 10 people were injured, and authorities have declared a state of emergency after multiple explosions. Lagos, that's it at this time. You are listening to Confessions Thursday with Joyce on 99.3 Nigeria Info, and I am Yvonne Ohaifo. Thank you for your time.
We're like gold diggers, tunneling through the mishaps and the handicaps.
I don't know what to cook for them. I don't know what to give them to eat. That is the issue at hand as I speak right now.
In the name of the good, we hope to earn the truth and be worth our weight insult.
Every night, every lad and there would hear 1 million boys, 2 million boys, 3 million boys. Just for one common people wouldn't have no money. You're supposed to find it to where people can follow you. Everybody can follow you, both the rich and the poor.
The Sunny Side with Joyce.
The Sunny Side with Joyce.
Weekdays 12 to 3 p.m. on 99.3 Nigeria Info. Let's talk.
99.3 Lagos. We're still on the Sunny Side with Joyce. And I've got news for you, okay? If you love football, you want to listen to this. All right, so they've done this for 3 great seasons. Fans have fought and they've brought their best. The banter has been bold and the debates have been tight. But now it's bigger, it's better, and the stakes are way much higher. The battle returns and it's full of fire. It's the fan battle 4 with Femi and the gang on 99.3 Nigeria Info. They're doing this in partnership with Sports Salon, raising the game with honor and a shot at fame. So 32 fans are set to contest for glory and write for themselves a wonderful story with a 1 million naira prize attached to the top category. If you think you have got what it takes, then register now, because registration is ongoing on www.nigeriainfo.fm. That is www.nigeriainfo.fm. Now click on the fan battle banner on the homepage and go ahead to fill the mini form, as well as drop a video that's not more than 60 seconds with you speaking on any football topic of your choice. Now when you've done that, make sure you click on submit. Very, very important, okay? So go to the page, click on the banner, fill the form, submit a video not more than 60 seconds with you speaking on any football topic of your choice, and click on submit. It's the fan battle 4 by Femi and the gang, and they are saying let the battle begin. Lagos, don't forget that we have money to give away here, okay? If I've not said it before, you've not heard it before, because I've said it before, so you can't tell me that, okay? If you've not heard it before, you can just hear now. There's 25,000 naira going down here on the Sunny Side, okay? We're giving away 25,000 naira to one lucky person, courtesy of oneplay.ng. All you have to do is go to the website www.oneplay.ng or dial the code *347 *880 *3 hash. Now play with as little as 500 naira, and in a few seconds your ticket will be in the draw. The more you play, the better your chances of winning every day. There's money to be won on Money Crossfire. There's money to be won on WhatsApp Lagos. 25,000 naira for 3 people. I mean, there's money to be won here on the Sunny Side as well. Yes, we give away money here as well. There's money on the Game On Show, Football Frenzy show every weekend, and every Friday, which is tomorrow, there's a jackpot of 50,000 naira. Now if you want to be part of that, make sure that you're playing automatically during the week, okay? Because it just selects you for that jackpot, okay? Once you've been playing during the week, you automatically qualify for the weekly jackpot. Now your chances of winning are still the same, whether you play on the website, which is www.oneplay.ng, or you dial the code *347 *880 *3 hash. Now remember to play responsibly. If you're under 18, this one, my dear, is not for you. This is not your group chat. You can exit now, okay? So for those of us playing, whether you're using a smartphone or you're using Tanasabe, that is all those torchlight phone, is still money is still there for you. Use the USSD code or go to the website. 500 naira, it's all you need, okay? Don't let 25,000 pass you by. Don't say I didn't do anything for you.
If news is your quest, or gist your request,
yeah,
well, somewhere over your rainbows,
over your rainbow,
is the Sunny Side.
They better know it.
With Joyce.
We're talking Confessions Thursday, 99.3 Nigeria Info. Welcome. Remember, when you're calling, you don't say your name. Okay, so at least we're going to attempt to quickly answer 2 questions. The one about the gentleman who says he has a colleague whose husband, a female colleague, whose husband died. He became, what, a place of refuge for her emotions.
Say only assisted that.
Yeah, a place of refuge for her emotions, and I'm not even implying anything.
Yeah, I mean,
until it became something.
Friends
right?
with benefits.
Okay, now he's asking, Why are you asking an obvious question?
You think that friends with benefit do is to cash feelings? You're not giving the memo.
You are married yourself, so when you ask me the question of should you end it, what are you thinking?
What did you start?
You know, like
You started it.
If you ask me, no, it's even when you look at the intricacies of it. If you are asking me, should you end it? You have a wife at home. What happens when your wife finds out? 1, 2. Do you have any values by which you live?
Oh God, they has started the friends with benefit before he came to Joyce to ask that question now.
I don't get that.
He started the friends with benefit thing with her before he started asking us questions whether I should end it or not. But you started now.
Well, so let's assume that was a moment of indiscretion. Let's assume that you were taken by your feelings, by your need for pleasure, or just you were insatiable at home, and then you thought you could hit the streets like a
sharply, just get out.
You know, like a
sharp guy that you are.
You're not sharp, like a hustler that you are, hustling for sex, right? Okay, now you have it.
Okay.
But you're asking me if you should come out. Is it that you don't think you lose anything? And this is just me asking you to, like, what I'm doing for you, what you should be doing for yourself.
Yeah,
you don't lose anything? Because, look, if you don't lose anything, if you feel like your wife's going to find out, she's going to be like, oh, anyway, I'm good.
Maybe cheating is not a red flag.
Yeah, maybe cheating is not a red flag. Maybe she goes to Matthew every Friday. By the way, I don't meet people with Matthew as a name anymore.
Exactly.
Yeah, but maybe she meets Mark on Fridays or Matthew on the Fridays. Maybe Bosun shows up on a Wednesday evening, takes her out. Like, maybe, I don't know what you have going on. Yeah, but you can't be asking me if you should. Like, I feel like it's a very interesting question. Now she has feelings for you. You can't be asking me if you should come out.
Somebody's saying the same thing. He's in the same situation. He says, good afternoon, beautiful ladies. I'm currently in the same exact situation with that guy who wrote about the friends with benefits issues.
Okay, if you lose nothing, so you stay there. Let's assume in your relationship or your marriage, your wife doesn't think that cheating is a problem. Hey, you know, then you do what you do. She does what she does about it. But if it's a problem, I think you know that you should quit. Now, if you had any values, I think you know that you shouldn't have started it in the first place. So I think here, you would need to tell me what we need to work with here. Is your wife okay with it? Are you a person of values and you have broken your value? And so the reason you are here today on the show is we're talking about a lack of character against your own values. You see that? And so because I don't think one answer is enough, particularly when I don't fully comprehend the perspective. Like, you may really just be open to the idea of polygamy. Like, you're one guy that likes 4 women. I would just say you call your wife and say, look, I have another woman and you know I like this whole idea of polygamy and I just want you to know. Yeah.
Because why did he then say, she knows I'm happily married? Meaning he said he's happily married. He doesn't plan on leaving his wife. And after you did guidance counselor, you decided to do friends with benefits. Oh God, they stop now.
No. So
I think he knows what he wants to do.
Yeah, I think you know what you want. And if you think this is something you want to keep up, I think you should tell your wife. I mean, from a place of just being fair in my own observation and judgment. All right, so good to have you stop by. The other gentleman who said, what country are you writing us from? He says, I'm currently in the same exact situation with the guy who wrote to you. So I guess you're also married as well and you're seeing someone outside.
Friends with benefits.
If you lose nothing, you lose nothing. If you know if you tell your spouse they're going to cheat on you, then the other question is, how would you feel if someone did the same thing to you? And then what do you think happens when your other half finds out? Do they stay quiet? Do they fight you? Do they file for divorce? Do they cheat on you back? We have to really just try to see whether we can get to the root of the problem. All right, this is me really trying here. Okay, I'll wait for you to furnish me with a little bit more information on Confessions Thursday. What's the other one? The gentleman who called in?
Yeah.
Said that he is... So, gentleman, thank you for calling me. But I feel like you're trying to be a nice guy and you're trying not to offend the auntie and the niece. But you can't be a ball in their game. First of all, the niece, do you have any attraction for her? You say no. Why would you continue to have those kinds of dialogue with her that suggest, or at least even further entraps you in her emotions? That's one. Two, the auntie is particularly manipulative. Wait, so she's telling you that she has a vision for you. She has a dream about you. What's that about? That's one. The other thing is she's saying anybody that she loves, they can't escape it. Is that a threat? Like, so if she tells you she loves you, your life is in her hand. Like, don't you have a say in whatever is supposed to happen between the both of you? That's the other one. Then this thing where after she had a vision about your destiny, she gets feelings for you, and she's trying to figure out whether you have feelings for her niece. Just, I don't know whether she needs to compete with her niece by knocking her niece off so that she can occupy. I don't have any qualms with that. The question is, do you want the auntie? If you don't want the auntie, cut all of them off. No more going on walks. No more teaching the niece anything. Get occupied. Read a book. Go on. Find your friends. You're not available anymore. You have to cut everybody off. Everybody needs to get the signal. Even if you like the kids of your neighbor and you like them you like to help them with some home, cut everybody off for the next 3 months. Everybody needs to get the signal first. Otherwise, you're a pawn in their game and they're moving you everywhere. You're a grown man. You cannot be entangled in this entrapment. What do you call this? You don't like except you like the auntie. But then again, it's auntie and niece is just so complex, it's dull. You don't want the niece, but you're entertaining her emotionally. You don't want the auntie. You're entertaining her emotionally. She's giving you vision. You're giving her advice. Why do you have advice to give to someone who's trying to entrap you and you don't want to be entrapped? Come outside. And you better come outside yesterday, because the way this auntie is looking, the day she lays you,
Lord have mercy.
Nope, the Lord's not going to be at the scene of that crime. The day she lays you, I'll be on Confessions Thursday waiting for you. Nigeria Info. Welcome to the show.
Yeah, hello.
Do you have a confession?
No, I don't have a confession. I have a comment.
1 minute. Go ahead real quick.
The previous caller.
Yeah.
Yeah. Two things about the guy that actually talks about the aunt and the niece. That guy has put himself in a very difficult situation. He himself should actually come up with the truth. He's like you said, is a pawn in this game. If he does not want anything to do with any one of them, it's not his responsibility. Just take out of the entire relationship. Cut off from the auntie, cut off from the niece, then be free. You don't need to like embolden yourself with people's emotions, especially when you know you have no feelings for any one of them or at all. You are not their savior. Just get out of that relationship before it becomes an entanglement. And then for the guy that talked about friends with benefits, I think friends with benefits is now becoming a thing, and it's something that is literally happening everywhere right now. You see even actively married women
give me gist.
Single guys just for that purpose.
It's hot outside.
It's becoming a thing, and people are not seeing it as a crime anymore. So for the guy, if he's enjoying the cookie, it's fine.
You sound like you're also guilty. It sounds like you're outside. But all right, we'll just...
Please don't judge me. It's something that I've actually been engaged with before. I find it very hard to actually get from that. All right, no problem.
It was good to have you on Confessions Thursday. Nah. They say the kitchen is actually outside at this point.
It's outside. We're outside. That's the theme of this year and last year.
Yeah.
Currently outside.
Well, so that's because maybe divorce or separation is difficult and people would rather just look married than be married.
Well, there's that. And because friends with benefits, people forget that sometimes the person you're getting into that transaction, because it is a transaction, whether we like it or not, that's what it's about. That's what it's built on. So you give me that, I give you this. There's something we're both gaining from each other. The only clause there is you cannot catch feelings. But who told you that? That's a lie. I don't know who came up with that rule, but the person
But I
was,
think some people are
person was
succeeding.
capping.
No, but maybe some people are succeeding with this whole no feeling thing.
Yeah, because eventually one party catches feelings. It might not be the two of you. It might just be one person.
I haven't thought that hard. All right, I'll wait. The Sonny side. Confessions Thursday. When you call and you don't say your name. Hello, welcome.
Hello, good afternoon, ma.
Afternoon to you. Good to have you. Do you have a confession?
Yeah, ma. I have an appreciation, ma. This is Chika, the lady that called the other time, ma. Good afternoon, ma. Take care me.
Okay. 1 minute. Go ahead.
Yes, ma. I really want to tell you people, my children have finally started school, ma. I really want to thank you, thank Mr. Sheriff, thank Auntie Joy, thank Auntie Kemi. I really want to thank you guys. I thank those that sent money to us. And I also want to thank the Friend of Jesus. They sent money to us too. They register my children in school and they have started schooling, ma.
Well, good luck to you and God bless you.
Thank you very much.
Thank you. Thank you.
Thank you very much.
Thank you. God bless you. No problem. Thank you. Bye-bye. Confessions Thursday. Good afternoon to you. Welcome to Nigeria Info.
Joyce.
Speak up for me. Do you have a
Joyce.
confession? Do you
Good afternoon. Good afternoon.
Good afternoon.
I just have a confession to make.
Go ahead.
This lovely afternoon. I was a union member before. I mean, in my office, I was elected as a secretary. So during my interaction with the management, so the management saw some of my ability and promoted me to work as the HR of a new branch. So the management gave me the offer. Can you hear me, Joy?
Go ahead. Go ahead. I'm with you. Go ahead.
So I was given the offer. So they gave me like 6 months to contemplate if I'm going to accept the position and leave my union secretary post, take over as the HR of the new branch. So I have to contemplate, think about it. Eventually, I accepted the offer, but it comes with me having to relinquish my secretarial position. So I'll be able to, because the management said I can be, it will be a clash of interest if I'm challenging the management as a unionist and still working as an HR, which is part of the management. So I have to leave the secretary position. So right now, working as the HR, some of the workers, some of them just come and meet me and attack me and say, you left us to take a post for your own, to take a personal, post for yourself, and you left, because I was elected, you left the post and take a personal post. You know, that kind of, I don't know if what I'm saying, you understand what I'm saying?
Yeah. That you betrayed them. Okay.
Yes, even if found out that's the word. I didn't want to use it.
Okay.
They just said blatantly that I betrayed them. So whenever I listen to it, I just feel bad because that union position, I'm like an activist.
Okay.
Because after leaving that position, I could see that the person that took over from me lacking so many things. Ability to negotiate, all those things. I'm not fight for them, but if I'm there, I will have fight this thing through. I will have achieved it. But at the end of the day, I'm on the other side now. In fact, when the union are fighting, I'll be the one to support the manager. They will push me in the front to go and attack the union.
Yeah.
I'm start feeling bad, but what do I do?
What was the reason for which you took the job? What was the reason?
The first reason was union is a tenure-based position. So 4 years, and maximum is 8 years. And in fact, I was already having the ambition of becoming the chairman, union chairman. I was already planning to run against my present chairman.
Okay.
After 4 years tenure, the tenure we end this year though was supposed to end this year.
Okay.
So I took over the job last year. So
well, you said 4 years, but you said it ends this year, but you took the job last year.
Yeah, I think I was telling also this junior post the tenure based post.
Okay, all right.
But as an HR is a permanent position.
Okay.
And guarantee.
Yeah, but why did you take the HR job? Well, it's money, right? Because they paid you more.
Just money and comfortability.
Yeah.
Yeah. So,
Yeah.
But junior is my passion.
Okay, you can always go back to it, particularly because you feel guilty about it.
It's not possible to do again. I have to probably resign as the HR.
Yeah, of course, yeah. So you can decide at some point to you say it's your passion, right? So you can resign as HR and go back, since you say it's your passion. Except you think, well, you're here to just make money, so anybody who's paying this piper can really just determine how slow the song's gonna go or how fast.
Yeah, so let me give you how.
Hurry up.
One of the reasons.
Oh, I have 30 seconds more. 30 seconds.
Working. Okay. I was working in the factory while I was elected as the union secretary. Imagine having to work on the factory floor, then having to be promoted to the HR. Before, if I wanted to go back to that, I have to go back to the factory working.
Okay. Hold on a second. I need to go off on a break. I think it's not just the money; it's also the status you have attained. Lagos, we'll be right back.
99.3 Nigeria Info. We'll be right back. Thinking of studying abroad? If yes, ALTS Education is presenting you with the opportunity to meet directly with boarding schools from the UK, USA, and Canada. Here in Lagos, this March, 2 days of boarding school fairs. Meet the school representatives on Saturday, 22nd March from 10 a.m. to 6 p.m. at Radisson Blue, Ozumbambadi Way, Victoria Island, and Sunday, 23rd March from 10:30 a.m. to 4 p.m. at Radisson, formerly Protea, Isaac John, GRA Ikeja. For more information, visit altsconsulting.com or call 0818-000-0500. Investing in our children and the future of Nigeria through international and global education. ALTS.
Hi, e dey tasty, creamy and nourishing. E get vitamins A, D, E, B1, B9, B12 and zinc. Na original Naija yogurt. I beg you, make una throw away salute for fine yogurt. Beg you, go Jollimento with the new fine yogurt drinking yogurt.
Fine yogurt, original Naija yogurt.
Every day is about winning with one play on Nigeria Info. On Nigeria Info Daily Winnings is now over 150,000 naira. Just go to oneplay.ng or dial *347*880*3#. Play with as little as 500 naira, and in a few seconds, your ticket is in the draw. The more you play, the better your chances of winning every day on the Morning Crossfire, WhatsApp Lagos, and Game On shows on weekdays, and the Football Frenzy shows on weekends. But that's not all. Every Friday, there will be a 500,000 naira jackpot. Playing during the week automatically qualifies you for the weekly jackpot. Your chances of winning are the same, whether you play on oneplay.ng or dial *347*880*3#. Remember to play responsibly. Not suitable for persons under the age of 18. OnePlay is a registered trademark under Lashon Trading Services Limited, licensed by the Lagos State Lotteries and Gaming Commission.
Suleiman is 11. He rolls a tire under the bridge in Akronjo. Doesn't go to school. Everybody knows him as the boy that draws under the bridge. We find Suleiman, get him to lead him to his mom, take us to their house, dusty drawer with cobwebs. They open it. Some of Suleiman's paintings, she was smart enough to keep them. Took about 3 or 4 of them, brought them to the gallery. Now, Suleiman would go to school, send his siblings to school. That's the story of patronage. Yeah.
Plus 234 Art Fair 2025 holds from March 27th to 31st at the Pan-African Center, brought to you by Soto Gallery and Echo Bank. Admission is free.
Are you looking for the right path to live, work, or study abroad without losing your funds to unscrupulous travel agencies? Or are you looking for funds to finance your overseas plans? If yes, don't miss out on this exclusive opportunity. Reserve your seats for the premium Jackpot seminar with Uzo Ododo Oba of Wazobia FM. Get valuable insights, travel loans, learn proven strategies, gain insider tips from industry leaders, one-on-one discussions with seasoned travel experts, and take the next step towards your traveling goals. Date Saturday, 22nd of March 2025. Time 12 noon prompt. Please do be punctual. Venue ITF Building, 5th floor, Funsha Williams Avenue, Ipari, Costain, Lagos. Access fee 20,000 naira. Admits one person, please. For seat reservations and further inquiries, please call us on 0802 383 1303 or 0802 377 0699. One more time. For seat reservation and further inquiries, please call us on 0802 383 1303 or 0802 377 0699. Hurry, secure your spot. Seats are filling up fast. This event is powered by Strong Voice Media and proudly supported by Wazobia FM, Cool FM, and Nigeria Info. Note, we know they give visa.
99.3 Nigeria Info.
Your number one station for talk. Let's talk. Let's talk.
99.3 Nigeria Info. You on the sunny side. It is Confessions Thursday. My name's Joyce.
You're listening to Confessions Thursday with Joyce on the sunny side.
All right, I need to figure out if okay, my caller, you there? Yes, caller.
I'm still here. I'm still here.
Okay, so okay, go ahead.
It's because of the status.
Can you adjust your microphone? Take us off earpiece or speaker, because I would love it for the ambience to be a little bit more compact and surround.
Okay.
Yeah, I don't like the air.
Is it okay now?
No, it's not. All right. There's wind and it competes with your voice.
Okay.
Oh, this
I've
is
left where the wind is.
It's
better, right?
Oh yeah, this is a little better. Okay, so I want to say to you. Okay, go ahead.
Okay.
No, go ahead.
So I have to go back to the factory floor, and I probably have to contest again, you know.
To get to the position you vacated, right?
Yes. So,
okay. All right. Yeah. So, why do you think when they make you feel guilty, but do you feel guilty? There's a difference when someone makes you feel guilty, and then there is you in your moment of silence feeling something is off, maybe even guilt. Do you feel that?
The only thing that I'm unhappy with, that are making me to feel, I think being the person I left the job for is doing an absolutely brilliant job.
Yeah.
As in, I would have been fulfilled.
Okay.
Because I won't have any stress having to feel bad.
Yeah.
That what they're supposed to fight for. In fact, early this year, they negotiated for some personal gain.
Yeah.
Why negotiated with the management? They negotiated that some management to give them something. You know, and I feel like when I was there, I was fighting for the workers. Right now, you guys are there. You are even negotiating for something.
All right.
I just feel like so that was the only thing. I think they are doing a great job. I want to say that, but because right now I'm even offering some support. So then when they come to me for assistance, I will consult for them. Do it this way. Some of the things that the management are doing, I've just tell them do it this way so I'll be able to forge ahead. And I'm even serving as there are some advantage I'm giving them. Some of the things I've not been able to get before. So I have to get it for them. So
I want to say something. I want to just speak to the psychology of this, all right? Because apparently you didn't. Okay, so you say, at least you agree with me, that you have not only earned more money, you have also changed status. You have gone from a lower status to a higher economic status.
Yes.
Okay, so there are men whose duty is to bring about change. And for that change to happen, we will need men of integrity, men who have character, like good conscience, and men who have power. Power is so important. There's no benefit to being amongst the poor. There's absolutely zero benefit to be one of the poor, because your might is either the same, your might against the next poor man is either the same or maybe even less. And except he's a poor man of truth and good character, you both are powerless. So I say that, yes, except he is a man of character, because now, in the absence of any other means to show power, character is the next most important thing that equals the actual power that can come from an authority or a position, an office. You get what I mean? So, you need to be that guy who can support these men to achieve their cause. You're not physically one of them, but you are mentally and spiritually one of them. So you can help them all the ways that you can. You must be a man of character, a man of integrity, and be a man with power. You need to have power to win the game. Knowledge is power. Power is power. You need power if you're going to help the cause of the common man. To be one of the common men is not an advantage in the game, except the man has character.
I've realized it the more. In fact, being the nature, it opens my eye. I'm not being in the meeting with the inner cause of the management.
Yeah, but you may be doing it for status. So you may be doing it because you want to look like one of the big boys. So you must not be that guy.
No.
Okay.
No, I'm using the opportunity. I'm not using the opportunity now in return to assist the union.
Okay, so if that's what you're doing, fine.
But some of them, some of them that can't see beyond their nose. Let me say that. Will still come just.
What they say is one thing. Who you are is the real thing. Like what they say can be anything, but who you are is the real thing. And they must know that power is the game. Okay, good. So yeah, we're good. So as long as you're the guy who can help them achieve their goals.
Yeah, I am.
All right.
I'm very well. In fact, let me drop this.
Hurry up.
They've not been able to get appointment letter ever since they've been employed. Right now, after I step into the post of the HR, the manager gave me the let me say the contract or anyhow to make sure they get and I've done with it in the next 2 or 3 weeks.
To give them permanent staff, to move them from contract staff to permanent. Okay, good. So you push what you can.
What they've not been able to get for like almost 15 years.
Okay, good. So that's exactly one of the many things you can do. So you be about it. Yeah. So let your character speak for you. Sure. Thank you.
Now I'm relieved.
The Lord is our shepherd. Thank you for calling. Lagos, thank you. 99.3 Nigeria Info. You are on the sunny side. Before I go to Skype, I want to quickly play this clip and I'll give you probably your final thoughts and we're back to the conversation on Confessions Thursday.
The Mockingbird. You created your own sigil, didn't you?
Yes.
Appropriate for a self-made man with so many songs to sing.
I'm glad you like it. Some people are fortunate enough to be born into the right family. Others have to find their own way.
I heard a song once about a boy of modest means. Found his way into the home of a very prominent family. He loved the eldest daughter. Sadly, she had eyes for another.
When boys and girls live in the same home, awkward situations can arise. Sometimes I've heard even brothers and sisters develop certain affections. And when those affections become common knowledge, well, that is an awkward situation. Indeed, especially in a prominent family. Prominent families often forget a simple truth. I've found.
And which truth is that?
Knowledge is power.
Seize him. Cut his throat. Stop. Wait. I've changed my mind. Let him go. Step back 3 paces. Turn around. Close your eyes. Power is power.
99.3 Nigeria Info. That's a scene or clip out of the Game of Thrones. And in the world of might, knowledge is power. Power is power. Money is power. Wisdom is power. Insight is power. Foreknowledge is power. The Lord is your shepherd is power. Power is power. So the question is, what is this thing that you can attain that can give to you power? And so we need men of truth, men of courage, men filled with faith and spirit, men who have determination, men who can move the earth beneath them, men who have good conscience, men who have grit, men who have wit, men who will to get power, knowledge, money, will, source, resource, insight, revelation, wisdom. Let me even quickly read this. Ephesians 7:12. For wisdom is power. Oh no, he says, for wisdom is a defense, and money is a defense, but the excellency of knowledge is that wisdom giveth life to them that have it. Indeed, power is power. Yes, there's no advantage to be called one of the poor. Not for the shame of being poor, but that if you're going to move through the barricade that can be imposed on, say, that limitation, whether it's economic, psychological, mental, educational, social, spiritual, whatever the limitation, you need power to break through something. So, if you will, in all you're getting, get understanding. 99.3 Nigeria Info is Confessions Thursday. My name's Joyce.
You're listening to Confessions Thursday with Joyce on the sunny side.
Welcome to Confessions Thursday.
Hi, good afternoon.
Welcome. Do you have a confession?
I have one, and I don't know if it's a confession, but I just want to ask you something. So basically,
sure.
I've been married now.
Yeah.
For a couple of years, and so before my marriage, I had, I was dating a couple of ladies before I got married to my wife. She was also one of those I was dating then, and for years I was having, something to do with most of the ladies, but I discovered that none of them at some point said they were pregnant at any point, and it got me worried. For years, it got me really, really worried, and I'm like, what exactly is happening? Because I have a couple of friends who come to me and they're like, oh, my girlfriend is pregnant, we have to do this, do that, but for me, different ladies and nothing. So I was really, 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 really worried, and so fast forward to many years after, a girl came to me. One of the girls I was dating was like, okay, she was pregnant. I'm like, oh, so I can actually, unfortunately, I wasn't ready. She was not so ready. So we took it out. It happened again with the same lady, and then we did the same thing. And during that same period, my now wife also got pregnant that same year, and unfortunately we also took it out, my wife and my now wife. So that's okay. So the next year we got married. Recall we took out maybe the year before, the next year we got married, and ever since then till date, we are yet to get pregnant again, and it's a worry. It's a bit of a concern for me. It's a worry for me. Even though we don't want to talk about the fact that we took out 1 year before we got married, but it still worries me because it happened. Even though we don't want to talk about it, we just pretend that like nothing happened, but it actually happened, and I'm really worried because I'm in my head. I'm like, is this karma? Like, what exactly is happening? I honestly don't know. That's why I say I don't know if it's a question or I'm just in a situation whereby I don't know what to think anymore.
How long has it been, by the way?
It's been 3 years now.
Since your marriage? Or since you took out the baby?
No, since marriage.
I'm not going to lie to you. I don't know. I don't know. But let's establish some basics here. Have you been to a doctor? Have both of you been to the doctor? I mean, 3 years is not so much, because some people really, really try. It takes a while, but have you both been to the doctor? What are your chances for fertility or at it?
No, the chances are really, nothing is wrong. That's what we hear. Nothing is wrong. Nothing is wrong. Nothing is wrong. Right. 2 years ago, we traveled We also visited a doctor in Canada who traveled. Nothing is wrong.
Okay.
Currently in the UK, also nothing is wrong.
Okay.
We were in Nigeria last December, also nothing is wrong,
All right.
I honestly don't know, but I'm just like, is this karma? Like,
What's your fear? Because if you think it's karma, do you want to appease the gods or?
I mean, I don't know if there's something I need to do. I'm probably ready to do it right now because, honestly, it's not as though there's pressure from both families.
Yeah.
There is nothing, but I mean, I want a baby.
I know. And you are panicking more than your wife is, bro.
Yes, I am.
Skype caller.
Honestly, and the truth is...
Please hold on a second, please. Skype caller, I'm stopping you. Please hold on a second. I'm speaking with someone on Skype. When I'm done with him, you can call me, okay? Thank you. So, please go ahead.
Okay, so the issue is she's not worried, but I am really...
Can we talk about what you're afraid of? Is it you're afraid that you can impregnate your wife, impotency... Or pardon me, infertility, or
so because there was a time when I was having that thought many years ago, but at the end of the day, and the truth is, when she was actually pregnant, because we knew we were going to get married next year, I was really against it. I was really against it. I begged, I cried, I told her, but because she's from a well-to-do family, her father is very popular and everything. She doesn't want the shame and everything. And then she decided to do it. And then because I'm responsible, I decided to, I went with her and we did it. But I was really against it, honestly. I wanted, because I was like, it's just a few months to our marriage. We can just, hide it. But she's like, her mom was going on. I understood because of the kind of family she came from. I don't want to mention the family, but I really understood. But now I'm not like, we've been trying. It's not as if we haven't been trying. We've been trying. We do this thing almost every day, but
yeah, So, what do you believe? You think that there are things, God's mad at you somewhere? Because you keep saying karma.
Yeah, maybe because she wasn't the only person.
Is that your faith? Are you Buddhist? Hindu?
No, I'm a Christian.
Why do you talk about karma then? Well, you're under the law. You're not under grace, I guess. Okay, pardon me. I'm not even trying to complicate your matter anymore than it is already. So, I'm going to ask that you relax. And sometimes, at least from the conversation, it does quite appear that your thoughts are imposing upon your reality a kind of outcome. Maybe your fear now is so rigid, it's calcified. Maybe your fear is an entity in your life at this point. And remember, it's only 3 years. There are people who've had to wait 5 years, 7 years. So rather than worry and panic, you can rely on your faith for comfort, you can ask for repentance, and you can ask for a gift.
Okay.
Because this whole worry thing is not going to fix it. And it's even worse if you think it's karma. Because, of course, under the law, if you sin, you pay a price, right?
Yeah.
Good. So if you have sinned and your conscience tells you that you have sinned, well, now you're only paying a price. You might as well accept your price and move on. Or at least accept the consequence of the action you think you have brought about and move on. The other would be to not worry, to pray, to believe, and to ask.
Okay, that's fine.
Some other people would want to do IVF. Some people want to go to science. Says, yeah, okay, I can't do it biologically. Science, give me a baby. Have you thought about that?
Yeah, I had a discussion with her. That was when we came to Nigeria last December. We came for holidays. And the first question somebody asked me when I touched down Nigeria, the first person that I met was, how is my baby? I'm like, did I tell you my wife was pregnant at any time? And that was when it dawned on me that something needs to be done. And then we had a conversation. In fact, on our way to my parents' place, we had a conversation in the car. And I'm like, if nothing is going to, I might just consider that option this year. she wasn't really open to it because like I said, she's not really worried.
Yeah.
Because she was able to conceive before, so she thinks it's not a problem. I don't have a problem. She doesn't have a problem, so she's not concerned. But me,
guy, if we worry from now till the end of the sun, nothing is going to change. Except that which must happen.
Okay, that's fine.
You understand? So if she doesn't want IVF yet, okay, at least you have to be in agreement with her. Then you wait a little bit. While you're waiting, you can pray, you can ask for forgiveness, and I hope you repent of your sins. And that's really the best you can do, honestly. Some people have had to wait 7 years, 5 years, 10 years. We've seen on Instagram people who've waited 15 years, something quite like half their lives. I'm not saying that's what it is. I'm just saying that worrying is not going to fix it. I know karma works, but that's not even your faith. So you might as well discard of that and lean on grace and the promise of the Father, you know? And if he doesn't give you a child again, you have to be grateful. I mean, you would not curse God, right?
No, I won't do that.
So just estimate the worst case scenarios. So what if you never get a child again? And I really want you to start thinking about that possibility. I mean, you have IVF, so your wife may want it tomorrow. She may say, well, she doesn't want it. She's going to wait. You estimate cost all the worst case scenarios and lean on your faith. You have that. Or you want to lean on science. Some people don't even bother with the exercising of their faith. They just lean on science and get it done with.
Okay, no, that's fine. That's okay.
Let me even tell you why you should be praying. You better be praying because there are some people who have kids. They are better off not having kids. Have you considered that possibility?
Yeah, I've considered that. But,
because they go have kids that almost want to kill them. So relax.
Yeah, I've considered that. The only worry is that the only excuse she gives me is we are young, and I'm like, she's 27, I'm 29, and then we're young, but timing, the things I have done in the past just keeps the memories are just fresh.
I think you need to even fix that. Maybe that's even the bigger problem, sir. Maybe that's a problem. Actually, that is a problem. If that is really determining the way your spirit navigates day and night, if that's really what is behind the skin on your face, then let's fix that. You need to unease yourself of this burden. Oh no, you need to ease yourself of the burden. Not because you have to find repentance. You must find, if it bothers you this much, you must find repentance. Even before you bring a child into this world. So that the curse of the father is not on the son.
Yeah.
There are plenty of things you must think about, my brother. Plenty of things.
Yeah.
So the curse of the father is not on the son. So you must repent. You must go seek salvation for this one that bothers you so much.
Well,
I know. It's okay to cry. It's okay. Cry to God. Like, just pray and say, I'm a mess and I'm afraid and I'm alone and I want forgiveness and I want salvation and I want your help.
Yeah, I'll do that. Thank you so much. Sure. And hopefully sometime whenever I visit Nigeria again, I'll just, hopefully with my baby then, I'll just come see you.
Honestly. I would love that. Like, my faith is with you.
Thank you.
Sure, my pleasure. Thank you for calling. Thank you. 99.3 Nigeria Info Confessions Thursday.
You're listening to Confessions Thursday with Joyce on the sunny side.
Yeah. Where do I turn? WhatsApp here. Everything is ringing. Hello, welcome to Confessions Thursday. Okay, after this, you.
Hello, Joyce.
I don't have time. Yeah, hello, welcome, Nigeria Info.
Sorry. Yeah, good afternoon.
Do you have a confession?
Yes, I have something to get a suggestion from you.
Hurry up.
I have an issue. I had a friend, and this friend is married, and myself I'm married. There's so much love out there. I'm planning what to do because I feel like I'm I'm disturbing the husband or something like that.
You feel what? You feel what?
I'm feeling like I'm disturbing the husband of the...
You have a friend. You feel like you're disturbing her husband.
Yes.
Are you making sexual advances on the friend?
Yeah, something like that.
Have you chosen death?
So I don't know.
Have you chosen death?
No.
Why are you disturbing another man's wife?
She is one.
You don't mind being disturbed?
No, I didn't mind.
Use your legs now that you have it. Now that those legs are working, let it save you. I don't know why you think this is funny.
So, what is your advice for me?
Stay there. Okay, stay. That's my advice.
Actually, relax.
Yeah, relax. Sleep. Make sure that mattress is soft. All right? Make sure the mattress fits the contours of your body. Don't wake in a hurry. All right? Take your time.
Okay.
If you're alive, you call me when they find you out. All right. Confessions Thursday. WhatsApp. Do I have 30 seconds?
Anyway, Shad, the summary of this very long story is she got pregnant when she was 13.
Yeah.
And because her parents were highly respected, they shipped her off somewhere to like give birth to the child, like moved her away from the community. And now she gave birth to a boy. So, I mean, the parents just basically took the child and gave it to the person who was responsible, like the parents of the person who was responsible.
All right, hold your thought. Lagos will be right back.
You are listening to your number one station for talk.
99.3 Nigeria Info.
99.3 Nigeria Info. Let's talk.
It all comes down to this. Weeks of fierce debate, sharp arguments, and unshakable confidence. Now, only the best remain. This Wednesday at 4 p.m., two rising stars step into the ring. Akishule Oyindamola and Chaluku Naomi clashing on the topic. Cash transactions are more reliable than cashless transactions. Who will stand their ground? Who will falter? Then, on Thursday, the grand finale. The I Beg to Differ studio opens at 3 p.m. on Thursday, and at 4 p.m. it's the ultimate showdown. Esther Joseph goes up against Ifeolu Olaiya on the topic. President Bola Tinubu has demonstrated he is the right leader for Nigeria. But they're not done yet. At 5 p.m., these two word warriors return, this time to deliver a powerful presentation on the topic, the Nigerian woman. It's not just a battle of words, it's a test of intellect, passion, and oratory prowess. Who will rise? Who will take the crown? One champion will emerge. Be there. Witness history. I Beg to Differ final week live for Wednesday and Thursday. Tune in live on Nigeria Info 99.3 and Kids FM 101.7 Lagos. And watch the action unfold on Facebook and YouTube at Nigeria Info FM. I Beg to Differ, supported by Obi-Wisi, Diamonds and Pearls Travels Limited, and Chrisland Schools. Prize money sponsor, Tollywood College. I Beg to Differ, the Tournament of Champions.
Hi, dey tasty, creamy and nourishing. E get vitamins A, D, E, B1, B9, B12 and zinc. Na original Naija yogurt. Abeg, make una throw away salute for fine yogurt. Abeg, go Jollimento with the new fine yogurt drinking yogurt.
Fine yogurt, original Naija yogurt.
For 3 great seasons, the fans have fought with passion and fire, their best they brought. The banter was bold, the debates were tight, each word a weapon, each match a fight. But now it's bigger, the stakes much higher, the battle returns and it's full of fire. Fan Battle 4 with Femi and the gang on 99.3 Nigeria Info. The stage is bang. In partnership with Sports Salon, we raise the game with glory, honor, and a shot at fame. Think you've got what it takes to score? Then step right up. It's time for more. Register now and take your stand. Your time to shine is now at hand.
Registration is ongoing on www.nigeriainfo.fm.
And Battle 4. Let the battle begin.
Nigeria Info.
Confessions Thursday. Skype caller. Hello. Oh, wait. Oh, yeah, sure. That. Skype caller. So good to have you. Wait for me. Thank you. Hello. Do you have a
Hello,
confession?
good afternoon, Joyce.
Afternoon,
I can speak now?
Yes, please. You can go ahead. Do you have a confession?
No, I don't have a confession. I wanted to respond to what the guy said.
All right, sure.
May I?
Please go ahead.
Okay, my name is Hot Mom. Ninja Hot Mom.
1 minute. Hurry up. 1 minute, please. Go ahead. Sure, I'm with you.
Oh, okay. So, worrying about possible life-changing events is something that probably has happened to all of us, so I can kind of imagine how the guy is feeling, and I'm sorry he's feeling this way, but at this point, I think that marriage itself should be redefined. Marriage should not just be about having kids. Well, thankfully, I have my kids now. Maybe that's why I'm speaking this way. I don't know. But in retrospect, knowing what I know today, if I get married and at the end of the day, I would not take number one reason for getting married as having children. That would not be my number one reason for getting married. Then again, another thing I want to...
I'm sorry, you don't have it? Pardon me. I want to go off on a break. You wait there, okay?
Allow us to save you the stress. 99.3 Nigeria Info. We are more than just radio. Subscribe to our YouTube channel at Nigeria Info FM. Check us out on Facebook at Nigeria Info 99.3. Follow us on Twitter at Nigeria Info FM and on Instagram at Nigeria Info FM Lagos for live updates as it happens. 99.3 Nigeria Info. Let's talk.